Good day, I'm Kevin from YZ.com and joined here today by my teammates, Ziwen and Kiet.
Hello.
Hi.
We're really excited to be talking about how we want to make learning become so easy. But first, I wonder if any of you is a parent, any one of you has a 7 to 17-year-old kid? Because if you do, I'm absolutely positive that you'll be able to feel some of our pain points that we're about to talk about today. Before that, technology and the internet has provided equal opportunities for many business verticals. I'm talking about like what Uber and Grab did to the taxi industry, what Airbnb did to the hotel industry. But what about our $17.6 billion education industry? And mind you, this is just Malaysia, excluding Singapore, excluding Indonesia. $17.6 billion. Imagine an entirely open learning platform that actually empowers both the students and the teachers, especially at a time where teachers, they are really struggling with the pandemic outbreak and the sudden digitalization of education. And for the students, we all know that practice makes perfect, right? But let me ask you one simple question. What book do you buy to practice essay writing? Now, if you go out there and ask any single parent or student who's undergoing this age group, which part of learning are they most concerned about? Most of them are most concerned about essay writing, karangan writing, 作文题目, and things like that. Right? But there's literally zero options for you to practice writing essays aside from revision books, aside from tuition teachers, which they don't even like to give anyway. Zero. And this is just one of the many, many problems in the industry today. Now, do you know if I could summarize the entire industry in one word, what word would that be? Excuse my language, shit. S-H-I-T, shit. As for selections and choice, there's no one-stop platform for people to discover good online classes, content, and services. Better learning materials that's not limited by geography. H for how to. Revision books today do not have how to. There's no feedback loop. There's no comments on your work, suggestions to help you improve. Nobody to mark your work. If you look at the teacher side of things, it's obvious. There's no income. There's not nearly enough income. It's impossible for a teacher to physically reach nationwide. It's impossible. And for teachers who spend years developing learning materials, better materials, they have no way of making passive income from that. Zero way. And assuming the teacher wants to do all that, they lack the T, the technical skills. They don't know how to host a website. They don't know how to do online marketing. They don't know how to do copywriting. They don't know how to run ads. It's not cost efficient to run ads. So we do all this to ensure that they can focus on doing what they do best, which is educate. Which is why we're working on YZ.com. It's Malaysia's first online learning marketplace that lets students discover classes, content, and services that are 1,000 times better than revision books, 1,000 times better than existing solutions. Not my words, is what the parents say. A close comparison, a somewhat similar model would be Yuanjiaoyu in China. It's a $7.8 billion edtech firm in China. Now, this is the competition landscape today. Ultimately, there are three things that really separates us from all of them. Three fundamental things. Number one, we're entirely online, right? We focus entirely on online classes, online content, online services, fully online. Number two, we don't create our own content. Now, we're merely a platform that facilitates the exchange. Why is that important? We encourage innovation to come from everywhere, come from nationwide. Good ideas. There's no upper capacity limit. There's no upper creativity limit. And number three, because we're a marketplace, once we reach critical mass, it'll be extremely highly defensible. And it's really hard for competitors to try to do the same thing. Three things. Now, we've been validating a lot so far. And right now, we're at a point where we're refining our product market fit. We are refining our profitable channels, finding some more profitable growth channels. At the end of the day, we have an insanely great team because we all believe in the vision that this is built for the future. with the ability to be profitable in the present, accelerated by this pandemic outbreak. So we know exactly who are we selling to and how to reach them. We're basically targeting moms of 7 to 15-year-olds. And I'm really proud to announce that in May alone, we have built from the ground up, from zero, a fully remote sales team that consists of 6 salespeople working on 3 hours shifts, 3 times a day, targeting only the most cost-effective time slots available. This is how data influences our decision making on a daily basis. We also sell to tutors, which I'll leave it to Ziwen to explain a little bit more on that. Ziwen?
Okay, with my years of experience in education, it's definitely hard to scale education itself. Malaysians come from all kinds of background and using all kinds of different dialects and languages. Is a teacher teaching Malay mainly in Chinese is good or bad? Instead of just adding fancy animations and try to systemize a one-size-fits-all education mode, we work with tutors to help them with all the operations and marketing side of education while leaving the actual education part to individual teachers. Currently, we have a lot to cover in terms of operations wise because a lot of the things are still manual and not automated. But we are looking into solving it by building more auto systems in the near future.
So we are planning to build a PWA application to simplify the process of how teacher conduct class with the student. This app also allows the student to learn with the 3 simple steps. Teacher also able to go through this platform to provide the better solution to students. Besides that, we will collect all the student submitted work done well with the data science, recommend better course that suitable with for the student. Also, we provide analysis of their specialties and strength to help them know them better as they use it more. That's valuable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ziwen and Kiet. And when it comes to customer relationships, right, there are certain things that we do that really go beyond and really go the extra mile, really add value to that. Like free Facebook Live sessions, talking about brain activation, talking about learning a language and things like that. And also we have 100% money back guarantee for all our classes, which means after attending the first class, if you think that this is not for you, just let us know and we'll pay you back 100%. And so far, our return rate has been less than 1%. So these are some of the key growth channels that we use. Obviously, digital ads has been profitable, and social media, word of mouth, where we really use referral programs, and SEO and content marketing as well. So right now, one of the main key activities that we're doing is really to grow our student space in this chicken and egg problem. We do that by leveraging on teachers' portfolio and fame, testimonials, and things like that. And ultimately, because we have an insanely great team with expertise across various industries that really believes in building this into the premier online learning platform that appeals to the students but sells to the parents. Now, these are some of the key partners we work with: tutors, tuition centers, and if we have investors, it will be able to fund our hyper growth. Right now, we're growing on a more cash flow positive way, but if we have an investment that we need, it will probably use it for blitzscaling so we can capture market share very quickly. So we're a driven team that makes things happen with less. We have quickly put together a proof of concept during this pandemic outbreak and has generated real revenue during this outbreak. And we're expecting to continue to triple our sales in May. So we're looking for a 350,000 investment that will get us to 15 months runway. This will help us achieve 2 things. Number 1, a $2 million in revenue. Number 2, start being self-sustaining if needed, or we could raise the next round. But I hope that you have seen how excited we are to make learning become so easy. And hopefully you can join us in our journey. Thank you.